thanking him for his weekly interviews. And Skip, you responded to it with a bit of a sarcastic tweet. So if you could please explain yourself.
Yeah, a whole lot of a sarcastic tweet. Shannon Sharp. I sat there yesterday afternoon watching this trend for, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours. Hashtag thank you, Aaron. I was dumbfounded. I was outraged. And I kept thinking, how could Packer Nation let him get away with what he just got away with? How could they be so gullible to let him flip the script on them? So I did. This is what I tweeted, if we could see it. Hashtag thank you, Aaron, for letting down Packer Nation in all 5 of your NFC Championship games, even the first one when you barely hung on to beat Caleb Haney, and especially the last one in the 4th quarter against Brady and the Bucs. Thank you for so entertainingly deflecting any blame. Okay, so think about what he just pulled off. He managed to go from stinking up the 4th quarter on Sunday at home as the #1 seed against a Tampa defense that had lost both of its starting safeties to somehow turning himself into a sympathetic figure in the eyes of many Packer fans who went so far as to then thank him for what? So they were thanking him for his weekly appearances on his media gig that he does, and he's great on it, but obviously he's very entertaining, but they're not going to put him on any hot seat. They're not going to cross-examine him or ask him any tough questions or challenge him. It's, I assume, a paid gig that he does every, what is it, Monday during football season? Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, maybe it's Tuesday. And I guess they were thanking him because suddenly, immediately after the game, he managed to flip the script from I'm the one to blame, and I owe you an apology, to, oh, it was Matt LaFleur's fault. And then bigger picture, it was Packer management's fault for not getting me enough help, for drafting a quarterback instead of getting me a receiver or a better cornerback or whoever whatever you want to do with that pick. And I've always told you that Aaron Rodgers is greatest at front running in a great way and blame deflecting. He's the master of blame deflecting, and this was absolutely brilliant to be able to turn this around, to reverse the narrative to they're suddenly on their knees thanking him and begging him, oh, Aaron, don't leave, because he began to drop cryptic hints that maybe he'll retire, maybe he'll demand a trade. Definitely he's going to demand more money, really more money. Yeah, and again, just to drive this home, he's now lost 4 straight championship games, and I defy anybody to go show me that he played great in any of those games up to his, what's he about to win, his 3rd MVP. Right. He didn't play up to that level in any of those 4 losses. And if we go back to that first one, they're up at Chicago 14-0 at half. Jay Cutler hurts his knee, can't play in the second half. Somebody named Caleb Haney had to stand in for him. And Aaron in the second half went 7 of 15 for a grand total of 88 yards with an interception. And Caleb Haney threw for 153 in the second half and got them all the way to 4th and 5 at the Green Bay 29 late in the game, trying to tie the game at 21-all.
Skip. Whew. The game that you criticizing Aaron Rodgers for winning, Tom Brady just had the exact same game against Green Bay. He was 6 of 11 with 2 interceptions in the 4th quarter, but his team won.
Really?
Yes.
You mean Tom Brady, who played the greatest first half of any of his playoff games? Well, any. Super Bowl, name it.
But here's the thing.
He needed to set a tone, and he set it like gangbusters.
You do realize that Aaron Rodgers was up on this Bears defense by 14 going into the 4th quarter with Brian Urlacher, Briggs, and Julius Pepper, who had all made the Pro Bowl, and that was the 4th-ranked scoring defense in all of football.
Yep. And he threw an interception to Urlacher that nearly ruined it.
Yeah, and you got through 2 that nearly ruined
but yours got returned. Mine didn't get returned. Yeah. None of the, did he hurt the Bucs?
Yeah, no. That didn't hurt them because they didn't score. Remember? The Bucs. I mean, the Bears. Skip, look. Aaron Rodgers is well aware that now he swung the pendulum of power back in his favor. He understands that. Mark Murphy said, oh, we're not idiots. He's going to be our quarterbacks. So what were you in drafting Jordan Love last year? Were you idiots then, or are you not idiots now? Because Aaron Rodgers is saying, oh, you think I'm so great now. You understand what I am, but you just didn't understand it 6 months ago. So how did you get so smart? What tutorial did you go to? What classes did you take, Mark Murphy, that makes you Einstein in this very moment?
Okay.
He has the power. He says, now, and what he was saying is that Corey Linsley, not under contract. What we know, centers make a lot of money on the open market.
Well, he might be the best center.
Yeah. My running backs, Aaron Jones, 2 running backs, they're not under contract. My second receiver, he's not under contract. Don't get cheap on me. Don't get cheap. You get cheap, I get gone. It's as simple as that.
Is that the right time after you blew a home playoff game?
There's never the wrong time to say the right thing. So I just want you to know, if you get cheap, I get gone.
Your big brother, played in Green Bay, and you made a couple trips up there to watch. And in those days, what did they refer to Green Bay as? What was its
Titletown.
Titletown.
It's Titletown.
So they're not that interested in MVPs, I thought. I thought they were more interested in championships. So Aaron got to one Super Bowl long ago, galaxy far away. It was
First of all, hold on.
And he won it.
Whoa, I need a timeout.
Yeah.
Need 20 seconds. Give me 20 seconds, Jenny.
Yeah.
Now, you keep talking about Titletown.
Yeah.
I know a team that's been known as America team. And they had one.
We're going to change the subject.
No, I'm just having to say
I thought we were talking about the Packers.
We're talking about the Packers.
Yeah.
But you keep on talking about the Succaneers. What you think they call the Cowboys?
Well, they do have a bunch of Super Bowl trophies, you know.
Like Green Bay ain't got any.
Yep. Well, it's been 10 years since Aaron even sniffed a Super Bowl. So,
look,
he is now 7-8 since his Super Bowl in the playoffs. 7-8.
I will admit, I'm most disappointed in Aaron in this game of all the other games, Skip, because I felt that given the season that he had, in those moments when his teams got those turnovers, he could cash one of those in for me. I'm most disappointed in him of all the playoff, all the championship games, because Skip, it's going to be hard for you to win a game if you could only force the opposing quarterback to throw the ball 8 times. That's what Jimmy G. That's all it. Skip. You're not going to win a game if you could, in a passing league, if you could only force the quarterback to throw 8 passes. Aaron last year was 31 of 39, 326, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, which was Brady, better than what Brady did on Sunday. But because you get...
Wait a second, he threw 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
He also fumbled 3 times and was lucky to lose only 1 of those.
Okay.
Which destroyed his QBR because it was terrible.
So in other words...
Didn't he have a QBR of 12?
So in other words, he had 3 turnovers, which was the equivalent of what Brady had on Sunday. He had 326 yards, which was 127 more than what Brady had on Sunday. He was 31 of 39, which is substantially better than what Brady was on Sunday. But his defense could not stop the run. Skip, in the Seattle game, like I said, he only threw the ball once on the last 2 possessions. Mike McCarthy got extremely conservative. It wasn't Aaron's fault they couldn't recover an onside kick. You know they get the onside kick, Skip, they go into the Super Bowl. Like I said, Aaron...
He stunk up that game.
Aaron, I'm more...
He took more criticism over that game than he's taken for this game.
No.
The one at Seattle.
I'm more disappointed in this game because he had all the pieces to get the job done here. And he didn't get it done. He had 3 opportunities. They gave you 3 turnovers, and you cashed for 6 points. That's not good enough for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is better than that. So I'm of all the playoff, all the championship games that he's lost, Skip, I'm most disappointed in this one. But back to Jenny's original point, Skip, you know what he's doing here. So don't get cheap on me. He said, y'all been cheap for the longest time. Y'all been doing it, talking about y'all want to develop players. We got good players. Y'all better pay them or else. Now, let's see, you like Jordan Love. You traded up to get him. Let's see how much you like him if you don't keep those guys. Because I'm going to bounce on you. That's what I will do. I'll 22 you. Deuces.
Brilliant. You stink up the 4th quarter of a home playoff game against a defense without either starting safety. You're the #1 seed, and you turn around in your post-game press conference and put the heat back on management. I'll walk.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Let me ask you a question. What do you think is more important, a safety or a left tackle in NFL football?
Well, you told me it wasn't going to matter, David Bakhtiari.
No, but Skip, I'm just asking whether
against Aaron Rodgers in that place on the frozen tundra, I'd say those 2 safeties are extremely valuable.
You saw what happened.
You got 2 safeties who've never really played much.
Skip, really? So
really?
So in other words,
really?
So you're saying that JPP and Shaq Barrett had no impact on the game.
No, well, obviously they did, but Antoine Winfield, as a rookie, has become the quarterback and leader of that defense by all accounts. Ask them.
No, Devin White's the leader of that defense.
No, he's not the leader. He's not the outspoken verbal leader of the defense.
No, he played. But Skip, you know Bakhtiari's impact was more, like I said, I underestimated because you look at it, I didn't fully look at the way I should looking at the LA Rams pass rush because it's an interior rush. Bucks is an exterior on the edges. Shaq Barrett, JPP got immense pressure. 5 sacks
but I would
between those
not
two guys.
underestimate how Sue and Vita Vea can push that pocket because they are both beasts in the middle.
Yeah, but they got him around.
Thanking him and begging him, oh, Aaron, don't leave, because he began to drop cryptic hints that